Hello everyone. Today we are going to start our Unit 4, that is water analysis and fuel. The unit is divided into two chapters. The first is water analysis and the second one is fuels. With the help of this unit, you will easily understand the analysis of water sample, the type of water samples, and the amount of hardness present in water sample. As well as with the help of this unit, you also be able to understand the analysis of coal sample qualitatively and quantitatively. So moving towards our first chapter, that is water analysis. So basically, we'll do analysis or we'll do the treatment of water in this chapter. So what is water treatment? A scientific approach towards the purification of water. Scientific method से हम water का purification करेंगे. इस चैप्टर में आप हार्डनेस, कितने तरीके की हार्डनेस होती है, हाउ टू calculate that hardness, and the various method to the treatment of water, internal as well as external. In the next chapter of this unit, we'll do study about the fuel, their classification, characteristics, and the determination of calorific value, numerical based on the calorific value, and the proximate and ultimate analysis of coal sample. So we are going to start our chapter water analysis. In first lecture, that is your lecture number 27, we'll study about hardness, its unit and types, how to calculate hardness, and the removal method, internal treatment method of hardness. So basically the question is that why water is not always pure and what makes it hard or soft. ऐसा किस तरीके के salts या क्या डेफिशिएंसी क्रिएट हो जाती है जिसकी वजह से पानी जो है वो हार्ड हो जाता है या वो डेफिशिएंसी नहीं रहती तो पानी सॉफ्ट हो जाता है. तो बेसिकली जब कैल्शियम और मैग्नीशियम मेटल के स्पेसिफिक सॉल्ट लाइक कैल्शियम क्लोराइड, कैल्शियम बाइकार्बोनेट, कैल्शियम सल्फेट as well as magnesium chloride, magnesium bicarbonate, and magnesium sulfate or traces of other salts makes the water hard. यानी कि कुछ particular metals like calcium और magnesium के chloride, sulfate, bicarbonate सब पानी में dissolve होते हैं, ये पानी को hard बना देते हैं. And how do you find that water is soft and hard? There is a some kind of test or basic simple test जिसकी हेल्प से आप जान सकते हैं कि पानी जो है वो हार्ड वाटर है या सॉफ्ट वाटर है. So when we treated the water with the soap solution, soap is known as sodium stearate. It is the sodium salt of stearic acid. When soap reacts with soft water, it forms stearic acid, which is responsible for the formation of lether और फोम. यानी कि जब सोप जो है सॉफ्ट वाटर के साथ रिएक्ट करता है तो स्टेरिक एसिड बनाता है जो कि रिस्पॉन्सिबल होता है फोम और लेथर प्रोडक्शन के लिए. इट मींस इफ योर वाटर सैंपल इज सॉफ्ट इट इजीली प्रोड्यूस लेथर. ऑन द अदर हैंड अगर हम सेम सोप सॉल्यूशन की रिएक्शन हार्ड वाटर सैंपल के साथ कराते हैं तो जब ये रिएक्शन होती है तो जो सॉल्ट्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं लाइक अभी हमने डिस्कस किया था कि कैल्शियम और मैग्नीशियम मेटल के सॉल्ट, ये आपका सोडियम स्टेरेट है दैट इज C17H35COONA. जब कैल्शियम और मैग्नीशियम के सॉल्ट्स जो हार्डनेस के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल हैं उनके साथ रिएक्शन करेगा तो कैल्शियम स्टेरेट और मैग्नीशियम स्टेरेट जो है वो बनाता है जो कि पानी में सॉल्युबल नहीं होता है और व्हाइट कर्डी पीपीटी में नीचे सेटल डाउन हो जाता है. इट मींस स्टेरेट आयन जो है वो यहाँ यूज हो गया है कैल्शियम और मैग्नीशियम स्टेरेट बनाने में, जिसकी वजह से आगे जो है वो फोम या लेथर फॉर्मेशन नहीं होगा. It means the water which does not give lether with soap is called hard water. The hard water contains dissolved calcium and magnesium salt. So we can say that the hardness of water is defined as the soap consuming capacity of water. It means if your water sample is producing a sufficient amount of leather is known as the soft water. If not, it means it is a hard water sample. And the amount of dissolved salts in this water is known as its hardness. It means there are two types of water sample. The first one is a soft water, which easily produce leather, and the second one is hard water, which takes larger amount of detergent to produce the sufficient amount of leather or foam. Next, on the basis of that, we can divide the hardness into two categories. The first one is temporary hardness and the second one is the permanent hardness. The salts which are responsible for temporary hardness, the bicarbonates of and carbonates of calcium and magnesium metal. They are known as temporary hardness. It means they easily can be removed. But the permanent hardness, the salts of calcium and magnesium, chloride, sulfate, nitrate are responsible for permanent hardness. So let's have a look between the differentiation between the temporary hardness and the permanent hardness. Temporary hardness is caused by the presence of dissolved bicarbonate of calcium, magnesium, and the traces of other heavy metals. It means जब बाइकार्बोनेट्स आपकी कैल्शियम और मैग्नीशियम सॉल्ट्स के डिसॉल्व होते हैं पानी में, वो टेम्परेरी हार्डनेस प्रोड्यूस करता है. Why do we call them temporary hardness? The reason is that we can remove by them boiling of water. So there is a reaction of salts. ये salts पानी में present हैं. जब आप इनको boil करते हैं तो कैल्शियम बाइकार्बोनेट कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है और कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट एज यू नो दैट इट इज नॉट डिसॉल्व इन वाटर. ठीक है, तो कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट जो है पानी में डिसॉल्व नहीं होता है. as well as magnesium bicarbonate converted into the magnesium hydroxide. That's why this type of hardness is known as temporary hardness. Permanent hardness, it is caused due to the chloride, sulfate and nitrates of calcium and magnesium metal. It's known as the permanent hardness because you can't remove such kind of hardness with the help of boiling of water. You can't remove them. आप इसको boil करके remove नहीं कर सकते. You need a special treatment like zeolite method, lime soda method, and ion exchange method to remove such kind of hardness. Next, the expression of hardness. Why do we measure hardness in terms of calcium carbonate equivalent? The first thing is the hardness is always measured in terms of calcium carbonate equivalent. The reasons are following. The first one is the molecular weight of calcium carbonate is 100. It means the molar mass होता है calcium carbonate का वो 100 होता है और इसका equivalent weight जो है that is 50, which makes the calculation easy. The second most important reason to express hardness in terms of calcium carbonate is the calcium carbonate is most insoluble salt that can't be precipitated in water treatment. मतलब आप कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट का जो इनसॉल्युबल सॉल्ट है आप उसे प्रेसिपिटेट कर सकते हैं वाटर ट्रीटमेंट में. जैसा कि हमने पिछले रिएक्शन में देखा था, ये जो सॉल्ट है कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट पानी में डिसॉल्व नहीं होता है, जिसकी वजह से हम जो हार्डनेस है वो इन टर्म्स ऑफ कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट इक्विवेलेंट मेजर करते हैं.